Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, handshake Tucker, most deranged fucked up shit you've ever seen. Marjorie Taylor Greene just announced a bill that gender-affirming care for trans teens is a Class C felony nationally. That's what she's going to go for. It's not going to work, by the way. Tucker Carlson says he will pressure every Republican to join. It has no chance of passing the next 2 years, but this is their plan if they win in 2024. I will also add Tucker Carlson continued the stochastic terrorism campaign against Boston Children's Hospital on a segment. The bill would give 25-year prison sentences for gender-affirming care. They're literally doing the abortion thing to a T to trans people. But because it's trans people, it's going to have less defenders, I guess. Yeah, I will never look at another Sam Harris video for a while. Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's see. Tucker Carlson also is back, and he's demanding that Republicans center the midterm campaign's message around the white supremacist great replacement theory.
If the salient issue here, the generational...
How many people called that this was coming next? Dude, I've been saying this for years, okay? Every time someone brought up like trans people playing in, athletic competitions is wrong. I don't care about them, but I just think that that's unequal and unjustifiable. Every single time that conversation came up, I told them that's not the main conversation. The real conversation is about trans people not existing. That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. They're going to try to fucking push for that. They're going to try to push for that. And then also, they're going to push for gay people not existing in society either. They're going to say gay people are groomers. Gay people are trying to turn your children gay. And if the trans thing passes, which I hope it doesn't, but if the trans thing passes, next up is gay people on the chopping block.
Issue of this campaign season. But it's not. Inflation's terrible. It's making people poorer. We actually could tank the US dollar. These are all big, big problems. But changing the population of the United States? Allowing people to be murdered in the street, letting drug addicts live.
By the way, new Ipsos poll showed that 60% of Americans believe that there is an invasion happening in the southern border. That's a wonderful fact that I must add here while talking about Tucker Carlson's great replacement theory rhetoric. Tucker Carlson knows how to read the room very well. He's a really good propagandizer of racial agitation, racial agitprop. And for that reason, he's probably going to ramp up the great replacement rhetoric a lot more aggressively now that he knows that 60% of Americans believe that there's an invasion happening in the southern border. 60% of Americans. 60% of Americans.
On the sidewalk and sending them crack pipes? That will change everything forever. These are offenses against the most basic rules of any civilization. And the most basic of all is you reward people for doing the right thing and you penalize them for doing the wrong thing. If you start doing the opposite, then everything falls apart. And everybody knows that. So why not just say it? Why not just say that? Don't be embarrassed. Just say that. If inflation.
If inflation.